You've been told masturbation is harmless, that it's private, natural, and free of consequences, but after 60, your body plays by different rules. What once kept you feeling alive can start working against you in ways no one warns you about. There are 7 masturbation mistakes older men make that can quietly shrink your penis, weaken your erections, and drain the very energy you need to feel like yourself. I've seen it firsthand in my patients for over 30 years as a urologist. Men who thought they were just getting old, when in reality, their own habits were slowly rewiring their bodies. And the worst part, nobody talks about it. Not your friends, not your doctor, not even the places you search online. So today I'm breaking that silence, because by the time you notice the damage, it may already be too late. If any part of this made you stop and think, if you've ever wondered whether your habits might be quietly costing you your health, type 1 in the comments right now. If you think I'm completely off, type 0. Either way, your voice matters here, and while you're at it, hit subscribe and turn on the bell icon. Every week, we strip away the myths and expose the truths about men's health that most are too embarrassed to say out loud, because you deserve to keep your penis, your erections, and your vitality strong at any age. Let's talk about David, 68 years old, retired engineer, a man who prided himself on discipline, staying active, and keeping his health in check. No major medical issues, no chronic conditions. But over the last 2 years, something started to change. His erections lost their firmness, his penis seemed smaller, and his desire flickered in and out like a weak radio signal. He blamed age. His wife quietly assumed he'd lost interest in her. When he finally came to see me, he confessed something he'd never told anyone. He still masturbated. He believed it was helping him stay in practice. But as I listened and asked questions, it became clear. David was unknowingly making nearly all 7 of the mistakes I'm about to share with you. Here's the truth. Masturbation itself isn't the problem. It's how you do it after 60 that can make or break your sexual health. Younger bodies can recover from bad habits. Older bodies can't. The skin becomes thinner, nerves more fragile, blood vessels lose their ability to expand fully, testosterone rebounds slower. David thought he was protecting his manhood. In reality, he was conditioning his body to perform worse, not better, and with each passing month, the risk of permanent decline grew higher. What most men over 60 don't realize is that every erection, whether from sex or masturbation, is like a workout for your penis. But just like lifting weights, the wrong form at the wrong time doesn't make you stronger. It wears you down, it injures you, and it can set you on a slow, quiet path toward losing the very things that make you feel like yourself. What I'm about to reveal could be the difference between staying vital or fading without even realizing why. The hidden force I see most often in men over 60 is a dangerous mix of poor circulation and overstimulation. By this age, your body's ability to deliver strong, consistent blood flow to your penis is already reduced. But when you rush through masturbation, grip too hard, or depend on pornography that pushes your brain far beyond natural stimulation, you're asking your body to meet an impossible demand. Each time you do this, tiny injuries occur. Micro tears in the penile tissue, damage to the fragile blood vessels, and gradual desensitization of the nerve endings. Your body begins to adapt in the worst possible way. It stops sending strong signals, not because you're too old, but because you've trained it to expect less and perform worse. Then there's cortisol, your primary stress hormone. If you masturbate while tense, distracted, or emotionally disconnected, your cortisol spikes. That surge suppresses testosterone, making it even harder to get or keep an erection, and if you add in the prostate inflammation that's so common after 60, you've got the perfect storm for steady decline. This isn't just about losing firmness, it's about losing the deep sense of connection, confidence, and masculinity that comes with a healthy, responsive sexual system. It's about waking up one day and realizing you've started avoiding intimacy, not because you want to, but because you feel invisible. And slowly, you begin to accept that this is just aging. But it's not time that's robbing you. It's habit. The way you handle your body, the way you stimulate your mind. The patterns you've repeated for years without knowing their cost. And the best part about that truth, habits can be unlearned, replaced, and rebuilt, giving you back more than you ever thought you'd lost. Here's the truth. You can protect and even improve your erections and penile health after 60 without resorting to pills, pumps, or surgery. It comes down to 3 simple steps. Step 1. Slow down. Most men over 60 rush trying to get it over with quickly, but that rush robs your penis of the oxygen-rich blood it needs to stay healthy. Instead, give yourself at least 10 to 15 minutes. Let the arousal build gradually. This encourages stronger, fuller blood flow, nourishes the tissue, and retrains your body to respond naturally without depending on intense or artificial stimulation. Step 2. Loosen your grip. The so-called death grip is one of the most damaging habits I see. When you squeeze too hard, you crush tiny blood vessels and overstress nerve endings. Over time, sensitivity drops, making it harder to get aroused by touch alone. Use a lighter, more natural pressure, the kind of contact you'd feel from a partner, to preserve nerve function and sensation. Step 3. Support blood flow every single day. Erections are a vascular event, and your penile tissue can only function if it's getting enough oxygen and nutrients. Walk at least 20 minutes daily. Stay hydrated. Eat foods that naturally boost nitric oxide, beets, spinach, even a single Brazil nut for selenium. These open up blood vessels, improve circulation, and keep your tissue healthy from the inside out. And here's a bonus tip. Watch out for extreme pornography. If the content you're watching is far beyond what you'd experience in real life, it can rewire your brain's dopamine system. Over time, this can make real intimacy feel dull, even if your body is healthy. Put these steps together, and you're not just preventing decline, you're actively preserving your erections, protecting your penis, and keeping your sexual confidence alive for years to come. You'll feel stronger, more connected, and more in control because you'll know you're taking care of the part of you that too many men ignore until it's too late. Here's what most men tell me after making these changes. By day 7, they feel a lift in energy, a better mood, and the surprise of morning erections returning. By day 14, erections are noticeably stronger, whether alone or with a partner, and there's a clear increase in sensitivity. By day 30, erections are firmer, last longer, and arousal feels easier to control. That shift brings something even more powerful, a boost in confidence that carries into every part of life. The goal here isn't to stop masturbating, it's to do it in a way that protects and supports your body. Every erection is like a training session. Done right, it strengthens your penis, your blood vessels, your nerves, and your self-assurance. Done wrong, it chips away at them. Choose the right path, and you can feel like yourself again, even decades after you thought your best years were gone. The biggest mistake I see older men make is believing they can fix it later. Penile tissue doesn't work that way. It's a use it or lose it system, and once damage starts, it quietly compounds. You won't notice it right away until one day the firmness is gone. The sensitivity is dulled, and the recovery takes longer than it should. By the time the problem is obvious, you've already lost ground you may never fully get back. The time to protect your erections is right now, not next week, not next year. Every choice you make today shapes the strength you'll have tomorrow.